Let's be honest for a second. Money can feel like this big, complicated game where nobody ever actually taught you the rules, right? It's super frustrating. But what if I told you the rules are actually simple? They're predictable, and once you learn them, you can finally start winning. So let's clear away all that fog and get you in control.
Does this feel a little too familiar? The paycheck hits your account, you're working your tail off, and then, poof, by the end of the month, you're left wondering where it all went. Look, that frustrating cycle, it's not your fault. It's just a sign that we need to fix the system we're using.
You know, this quote just hits the nail on the head. It's not really about how much money you make. It's about the bucket you're pouring it into. Because if your habits are leaking money left and right, a bigger income just means a bigger mess on the floor. So today, let's patch those holes, one by one.
So, where do we even begin? Well, it's not with a fancy spreadsheet or some complicated app. It starts right here, in our heads, with our mindset. Before we can even think about controlling our money, we have to change how we see it. This first part is all about perspective.
Okay, this right here is probably the most important shift we can make. So many of us live on the left side of the screen, where money feels mysterious, emotional, and honestly just plain stressful. But the reality, it's over on the right. Money is just a tool. That's it. It isn't emotional, it's not trying to trick you, it's a neutral, predictable resource that you can learn to direct with purpose.
So how do we direct this tool? We give it a map. Now I know, the word budget can make people cringe. It just sounds like restriction and saying no to everything fun. But let's completely reframe that. A budget is not a cage. It's your plan for freedom. It's how you finally get to tell your money where to go instead of wondering where it went.
All right, once you've got your map, you need to build your shield. This is your emergency fund. And let's be clear, this is not investment money. This is sleep at night money. This is the buffer that turns a surprise car repair from a total catastrophe into just an annoying inconvenience. It allows you to make decisions from a place of calm, not desperation.
Okay, so with our foundation firmly in place, it's time to talk about the really powerful tools. The kinds of tools that can either build your financial house or, if you're not careful, tear it right down. I'm talking, of course, about debt and interest.
It is so important to understand this. Not all debt is created equal. Some debt, like that high-interest credit card balance, is like an anchor actively dragging your future down. But other debt, it can be a rocket ship. Think about a mortgage for a home that grows in value, or a student loan for a skill that massively increases your earning power. Understanding the difference is everything.
And here's the engine that powers that debt, for good or for bad. Interest. It is a relentless force that literally never sleeps. When it's working against you on something like credit card debt, it just digs you into a deeper and deeper hole. But when you flip the script and make it work for you, it becomes the single most powerful wealth-building tool you will ever have.
Now, this next idea, this is what some people like to call financial magic. But it's not magic at all. It's just pure math. It is the force that turns small, consistent actions into absolutely unbelievable results over time. This is, without a doubt, your single greatest advantage. And to really harness compounding, you have to invest. And let's get this straight. Investing is not the same thing as saving. Saving is for safety. That's your shield, remember? It protects you. Investing is for growth. That's your ladder. It lifts you up. You absolutely need both. Savings protects your present, while investing builds your future.
Now, you might be thinking, investing? That's for rich people. I don't have thousands of dollars lying around to get started. That is the biggest myth out there. The power we're about to unlock doesn't care if you start big. It just cares that you start. It can begin with something as simple and as consistent as this, $100 a month. Just look at this curve. Seriously, after 5 years, the growth is, it's okay. After 15 years, you're really starting to feel it. Things are picking up. But after 30 years, it is a completely different story. That massive jump at the end, that's the power of your money making money for you. It proves that the most important ingredient isn't how much you invest, but for how long. Time is your superpower.
So let's put it all together. What does this path actually look like? Well, it's a journey. It's a journey from confusion to clarity. And ultimately, from that clarity comes real control. See? It's a system, not some big secret.
Here it is, the whole thing, boiled down to 4 simple, actionable steps. 1. See clearly. Change your mindset and realize money is just a tool. 2. Build your defense. Map out your budget and shield yourself with an emergency fund. 3. Master the tools. Learn to use debt and interest wisely. And finally, number 4, let it grow. Put your money to work and let compounding do the heavy lifting for you.
So, if you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this. Financial freedom is not some secret reserved for a few lucky people. It's a choice. It's the result of understanding these simple rules and then deciding to act on them. The path is clear. The only question left is, what's your first step going to be?